I smear stinking mud on my girlfriend's feet every night, then dump a pound of flour over them. I pretend to sleep, but she always wakes at 2, pulls a hair from my head and sneaks out. I follow her footprints, dying to know where she goes, when I spot a little girl about to be hit by a truck. I dive into the road to save her, but get hit myself. Flying 30 feet, I'm barely clinging to life. As my heart begins to fail, a cold mechanical voice rings inside my head. Ultra-rich system binding complete. 10 billion deposited into player Nathan's account. GoldenEye skill unlocked. Able to see the true value of all things and read the human heart. I snap my eyes open, feeling a surge of power unlike anything I have ever known. I can see a mailbox speeding toward me from 3 miles away. 2 minutes later, a black Maybach pulls up. A woman in black stockings steps out, charging through the crowd like she's lost her mind. "Candy, where are you?" The girl I just saved bursts into tears. The woman rushes over, checking for scrapes before looking up at me with eyes full of deep gratitude. "Sir, thank you for saving Candy. I am Serena from the Shen Group. My family will give anything we have, no matter the cost, to repay you." I stare at her and data flashes across my vision. Age 25. CEO of the Shen Group. Net worth over 800 billion. Before today, this was my golden ticket. I could easily latch onto the Shen family and demand a fortune. Even with my new 10 billion, I'm nowhere near their level. But I just look at her and say one word. No. I vanish into the rain. Serena watches me fade and snaps at her assistant to track me down. She won't let the man who saved them just disappear. Back home, I stare at the photos on my wall. My golden eye activates memory recall, revealing that my stepmother, Jade, masterminded my parents' death. I realize my girlfriend, Mona, has been sneaking out to see a rich kid. Good. I'll start with Jade, then handle Mona. I'll make sure those two can't even find work as delivery drivers. The next morning, I arrive at the Yi mansion. As I step inside, I hear crashing from the hall and Jade's hysterical screams. "Stop breaking things. I'll handle it soon. Once I force that brat Nathan to sign the inheritance papers, this mansion is mine, and I'll have the cash to pay you back." A slap cuts her off. I push the door open. The living room is a wreck. Jade is on her knees, hair a mess, a red handprint across her face. Standing there is Blade, the lone shark king of River City, with 4 thugs gripping steel pipes. I stroll in like I own the place, ignoring everyone else. Blade sees me and snaps. He reaches out to slap me, sneering at the useless young master. I whip my head around, locking eyes with him. Blade's data flashes. Combat power 65, peak human level. His weakness? He is incredibly superstitious and suffers from severe chest pain every single midnight. I don't move. I just say softly, "If your hand touches my face, you will never lift it again. Does your chest not hurt every night at midnight?" His hand freezes in midair. His own men don't even know that secret. I say nothing, walking past them to find my mother's purple sandalwood box. Jade shrieks at him to make me sign the papers, promising him the house. Blade's eyes flicker. He tells his boys to hold me down or cut off a finger. The 4 thugs charge. I sigh, spinning around for one sidekick. Boom. The lead thug flies 15 feet, slams into the wall, and drops. The others freeze. I grab the sandalwood box, wipe the dust off, and turn to a stunned Jade. "You want this house in the business? Fine. It's yours." Jade freezes. I turn to Blade with a smirk and pull out a black bank card. "You have a reader? The total is 58 million. Charge it all." Jade is ecstatic, thinking I'm paying her debt. She tells me to get out. But then, I deliver the blow. "Who said I was paying your debt?" I tell her I just bought the debt from Blade. Now she owes every penny to me. Blade catches on instantly, switching to a friendly tone. He asks if I need help collecting interest. He's already eager to be on my good side. I walk to the door, looking back at Jade one last time. 2 choices. 1, move out now with nothing. 2, pay me in full within 3 days. If you're 1 second late, I'm calling the police for fraud. I warn Blade that if Jade doesn't follow through, I'll have him charged with assault. The cameras caught everything, and that's enough to rot in prison. I stride out as Jade wails behind me. I feel nothing but satisfaction, but the system hits me with a new mission. Spend 100 million in 2 hours or lose a bodily function. I smirk. A spending mission? That's easy. I flag a taxi to the most exclusive mall in town, the SKP. As I step out, a red Ferrari stops. My ex, Mona, rolls down the window, looking at me with pure contempt. "I heard you were kicked out and started delivering food." She asks what a beggar is doing at a place like this. I just smile. Perfect, I need an audience. I tell her I'm not here for food, but for the whole mall. Mona steps out with her new boyfriend, Derek, who's wearing a flashy Versace shirt. He smirks at me, calling me a loser. Mona giggles, bragging about his family's wealth. She stares at me, waiting for me to feel humiliated. I don't. I stand there calmly, looking right through them. I tell them to move. Derek is furious. He reaches out to shove me. The moment his hand nears my shoulder, a flicker of gold ignites within my pupils. Think this is the easiest job ever. I flag down a taxi for the city's top mall. The second I step out, a red Ferrari stops. The window drops and there she is, Mona, my ex. She pulls off her shades, eyes full of hate. "Oh look, if it isn't Nathan. I heard you got fired. And started delivering food? What are you doing here?" Security doesn't let beggars inside. When the Yi family collapsed, she ditched me instantly for a rich guy. I look at her. I don't get mad. I smile. Perfect. My spending mission needs a crowd. That is right. I am here to beg. I straighten my cuffs, grinning. But today I am not begging for food. I am buying this entire mall. Just then the door opens. Mona steps out, clinging to a guy in a flashy Versace shirt. He stares me down with beady eyes, smirking. Babe, this is your delivery boy, X. Pretty face, but a total loser. The air conditioning alone costs a fortune here. Can one delivery even cover 10 minutes? Mona giggles, clinging to him. Nathan, meet my boyfriend Derek. His family is in construction, worth hundreds of millions. She stresses those millions, watching me, waiting for me to show shame, rage, or embarrassment. She gets nothing. I stand there, calm, staring right through him. Move. I step forward, voice flat. Don't push your luck. Derek is furious. He blocks my path, reaching out to shove my shoulder. The second his hand almost touches me, a flash of gold flickers deep in my pupils. I scan Derek, nouveau riche, trust fund kid, all bark, wearing a Versace shirt and a fake Richard Mille. A cheap domestic movement inside, maxed out credit cards. He even rented that Ferrari just to impress Mona. The rental fee is overdue. My smirk deepens as I lean in, loud enough for others to hear. What a shame. That Richard Mille, it's got a fake carbon fiber pattern. A real one has an instant jump date display. It's 159 now. Let's see if yours actually clicks over at 2. Derek's face drained. That $3,000 replica was his perfect prop to fool gold diggers like Mona. He never expected a delivery guy to spot the truth. You're lying. This is real. You don't know anything, Derek stammered, covering his wrist. Babe, ignore this lunatic. Let's go. I'll buy you a bag at Hermes. He grabbed a bewildered Mona and rushed toward the mall. Perfect. I needed to pick up a few things myself. I followed them at a leisurely pace. This is SKP. If you can afford even a pair of socks here, I'll eat them. I pushed through the doors into the grand hall. The first floor was packed with the world's most exclusive luxury brands. The air smelled of expensive perfume. The greeter at Patek Philippe bowed, but when she spotted Derek and Mona, her eyes lit up and her smile widened. Sir, Mom, welcome. To save face, Derek raised his voice. Bring out your most expensive watch. I'm picking one for my girlfriend. He shot a smug look at me. The delivery boy came for the free air conditioning. Don't touch the glass. You couldn't afford the damage. Sales staff swarmed around Derek, leaving me standing alone. Only one person approached, an intern wearing a badge. She walked over, hesitant, holding a glass of water. Sir, hello? Hello. Can I help you with anything? It is fine if you're just browsing. Her eyes were kind, not judgmental. I'm not browsing, I said, taking a sip. And then, see? He's not even looking. Told you he's just here for the air. Where is security? Mona snickered. A senior saleswoman walked over stiff. Sir, if you aren't buying, please leave. Use the lounge. I ignored her and looked at the intern. I smiled and pointed at the Celestial in the center. Then, I swept my finger across the row of Nautilus models. This Celestial, and that whole row. I'll take them all. Dead silence. Babe, did you hear that? 20 million total? Has this food delivery guy lost his mind? Derek burst into wild laughter. Sir, don't joke. This is Patek Philippe, not a flea market. If you keep talking nonsense, I'm calling security. The saleswoman's face darkened. She was convinced I was making trouble. Sir, the Celestial 6102P is nearly 3 million and requires VIP approval. Even the intern looked terrified.
Approval?
I reached into my cheap jeans, pulled out a black card, and set it on the counter with a clink. Run it. The pin is 6/8. If it fails, I'll eat this entire counter. My voice was calm, yet nobody could resist it. The intern took the card, trembling, looking to the manager for help. He was a middle-aged man who'd seen everything, but he'd been watching me the whole time. The moment he saw that card, his pupils shrunk. That's the legendary Bifu Black Gold card. Wait, the material is even higher grade. This is the Supreme Dragon card. Only 10 exist in the world. Run it. Actually, bring me the reader, I'll do it myself. Still pretending with a barbershop card, huh? Let's see. Transaction approved. The receipt printed, sounding like a death knell for Derek's ego. The manager stared at the long string of zeros, nearly dropping to his knees. Distinguished sir, your 28.5 million purchase is complete. Should we deliver them to your residence? The manager held my card with both hands, bowing 90 degrees. I casually slipped the 2.8 million timepiece onto my wrist and gave it a shake. Bag the rest. I want to carry them. Bags? The manager was stunned. Tens of millions in shopping bags? Derek and Mona were petrified. How? Wasn't my family bankrupt? Wasn't I kicked out? Derek felt like he'd been slapped hard across the face. He was showing off $1 million fake, and I just dropped 20 million on the real deal like it was groceries. Mona's jaw hit the floor. She stared at the Celestial on my wrist, regret eating her alive. Nathan? Mona's voice trembled, forcing a smile. She shook off Derek's hand and moved toward me. So you were testing me? I never forgot you. Derek kept chasing me, but I never loved him. Get lost. I didn't even glance at her. Now, who said they were going to eat a pair of socks? I turned to the ghost white Derek. He stumbled back. What do you want? My dad is. I have zero interest in your father. I walked out, passing the saleswoman who'd looked down on me. I paused. Sir, give her the full commission. I pointed at the intern. As for you, I don't want to see you next time. Understood? I'll fire her right now. Shen, thank this gentleman. Your commission buys you an apartment in River City. Outside, I checked the system panel. Spent 28.5 million. Remaining 71.5 million. 1 hour, 20 minutes left. I walked straight into the Armani store. May I show you around? Every new piece here. Give me 3 of each. And those limited Gucci trunks, bring them over to pack the clothes. and 100 sets of lamer collections. Ship them to the delivery station for the guys. That hour, SKP Mall felt an earthquake like never before. A mysterious spender in a Uniqlo shirt rampaged through every store. Don't look at the price. Just charge it, bag it. The manager personally followed behind with 20 guards. Derek and Mona trailed like forgotten clowns. Where's he getting this money? Mona dug her nails into her palms, eyes burning. It has to be dirty money. I'm reporting him. Attention, SKP is closing early. A distinguished guest has reserved the Sky Garden and invited pianist Lang Lang for a private performance. The crowd erupted. I stood on the escalator, smiling. Another spending task. That performance alone cost $5 million. I checked the panel. Mission complete. Total spent, $100 million and $500,000. First splurge achievement unlocked. Rewards 10 times cash multiplier activated, $1 billion deposited. 51% ownership of SKP Mall transferred to me. Charisma plus 10. Physique plus 10. I blinked. SKP is mine. The manager's phone rang. Boss, I had no idea you were here. Forgive me. I am Gerald, general manager. You own 51% of the company now. Whatever you say goes. Gerald dropped to his knees. That single move stunned everyone. Derek looked terrified. Nathan drops to the floor. Looking at Gerald, he sneers. Since I am the boss, here is order 1. He points at Derek and Mona. Those two are ruining my mood. Throw them out. Every mall under SKP bans these two for life. And that fake watch and eyesore. Take it off him. 20 guards pounce like wolves. Derek screams, begging to be let go. Oh Nathan, it is me, Mona. My dad will not let this slide. I am the one you love, just you wait. Derek keeps howling threats until he is pinned down. The fake watch is ripped off and crushed under a boot. Their screams fade away. I stand at the top of the escalator surveying my empire. My phone rings. An unknown number. Hello, is this Nathan? I am Serena. I heard you bought SKP. I am at the coffee shop downstairs. Serena has been here the whole time. Great, I am hungry, but I skip coffee. I want spicy hot pot. Care to join me, Serena? Yes, as long as I can see you, I will eat anything. I hang up smiling. The game is just getting interesting. The night sky over River City looks like a pool of ink, burned through by neon lights on a Hongqing street. A Rolls-Royce Phantom, Plate River at 88888, looks like royalty lost in the slums. It creeps over the pothole-filled road, stopping at Auntie Pang's spicy hot pot shop. The door unfolds. Serena steps out. I am already sitting on a red plastic stool by the roadside. I look up, snapping apart disposable chopsticks. Too dirty for you? Serena stands there, surrounded by dozens of luxury shopping bags from SKP. I blow the dust off a stool. Sit. The beef balls here are the best in River City. Serena takes a breath and sits across from me. You are quite the comedian, Nathan. I expected a man worth $10 billion who casually buys SKP to have higher standards. Money is for freedom, not a cage. Let us order. You said you are treating me. Do not be shy just because it is cheap. Serena checks the menu. Meatballs 2 yuan, seaweed 1 yuan. Her feelings are complicated. She investigated me 24 hours ago. Then, I was just a delivery driver hustling through the rain. Now I sit across from her with a presence so deep, even a veteran like her cannot read me. Just get me a bit of everything. Serena drops the menu. Nathan, let's just talk business about saving candy and you buying SKP. Shh, no business during a meal. Bad for the stomach. Auntie Pang, 2 big bowls, medium spicy, extra vinegar. Coming right up. Nathan, you brought your girlfriend today? She is so pretty, but thin. Needs to eat more. This one is on the house. Serena's face turns bright red. She waves her hands frantically. No, no, no! I am his creditor. I finish her sentence with a laugh, grabbing the vinegar bottle to drizzle a swirl into her bowl. Try it. The soul of this place is in the vinegar. My playful interruption breaks half of Serena's stiff posture. She hesitates, then picks up a piece of baby cabbage to eat. Spicy, scalding, tangy. The intense flavors hit her, and she cannot help but cough, tears welling up. Slow down. Nobody is going to steal your food. I hand her a napkin. She wipes her mouth, looking flustered. In that moment, she drops the armor she always wears, showing a spark of real human warmth. Suddenly, Serena speaks. Her voice is softer. Nathan, thank you. Not just for saving candy. SKP was blocking our advertising renewal. If you had not bought SKP, the Shen Group product launch next month would have fallen apart. I chew on a beef ball, activating my golden eye. Strings of red data flash above her head. Target Serena. Stasis CEO, Shen Group. Current condition. Extreme anxiety. On her last legs. Core crisis flow severed. Sabotaged by Titan Capital. Funding gap, $800 million. Core crisis 2. Internal trader. Design director Perry has been bought by Titan Capital to leak the bid price at tomorrow morning's auction. Core crisis 3. A performance bet with the family elders. If the company fails to turn a profit this quarter, she loses her title and is forced into a marriage with Titan's heir. Countdown to collapse. 12 hours. My chewing slows. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. She is not a CEO. She is a lamb surrounded by wolves. I set down my chopsticks, smiling slightly. No offense, but the venue is not your biggest worry. From what I know, your company cannot even afford SKP's rental fee. Serena stares at me. How do you know that? The financials are top secret. Even my VP does not know. Are you a corporate spy? I am the man who saved your life, not a spy. I pull out a napkin and naturally take her hand, wiping the grease away. My fingers are long and warm. As they touch her ice-cold skin, she flinches like she has been shocked, but she does not pull away. I do not just know you are broke. I know a traitor is sitting right beside you. A traitor? Serena goes pale. Suddenly her phone buzzes wildly. The caller ID shows Design Director Perry. Serena glances at me. I gesture for her to answer. She picks up. Hello, Perry, how is tomorrow's bid looking? A panicked, guilty voice comes through. Something terrible happened. Our servers were hacked. What? All the design files and data for Project Oasis have been locked and destroyed. The backup drives are dead too. Serena jumps to her feet, knocking over her stool. How is that possible? Our firewall is top tier. How could it break? I do not know, ma'am. The auction is at 9 tomorrow. There is no time to redo everything. Titan Capital seems to have had their proposal ready all along. We are finished. The phone slips from Serena's hand and crashes. Her whole body goes limp like someone ripped out her spine. She tries to sit but misses the tipped-over stool. Just as she falls, I catch her with one hand and pick up the phone with the other. I speak to Perry, who is still on the line. Nice performance. The Oscars owe you a trophy. The line goes dead silent. Who is this? Where is Serena? I let out a cold laugh. Who I am does not matter. The cat is out of the bag. You had better pray that the 20 million Titan paid you is enough to buy a nice wheelchair. I hang up, tossing the phone back. Serena leans against me, trembling. Her eyes are hollow. She is no longer the ice-cold CEO. She is a woman pushed to the edge. It is all over. That was our last shot. Without the designs, I owe 300 million. The family will destroy me. Why are you panicking? My voice cuts through the noisy night market, steady and calm, with a kind of magic that puts people at ease. I straighten Serena up, placing both hands on her shoulders, forcing her to look into my eyes. The designs are gone, we draw new ones. Money is gone, we make more. As long as you breathe, the game is not over. There is no time to redraw them. Serena's eyes are bloodshot. Less than 10 hours left. Dozens of designers spent 3 months on those. Who says there is no time? I stand, picking up the shopping bags from the ground, my eyes gleaming like a hunter spotting his prey. Let us go. Where? To your company. If Perry says the data is destroyed, I will show him real skill. Tonight, we play a game of Catch the Traitor. Half an hour later, at the downtown River City Shen Group headquarters, the building blazes with light. The design department is in total chaos. Dozens of designers sit before dead screens, pulling their hair, crying or cursing. Director Perry stands in the middle, pretending to direct the recovery, but his eyes keep flicking to his watch, hiding a barely visible smirk. As long as he stalls tonight, once Serena goes down tomorrow, he can take his payout and walk into Titan Capital as vice president. Just then, a commotion breaks out at the door. Ma'am is here. Perry instantly puts on a look of absolute devastation and rushes to meet her. Ma'am, thank God you are here. I am so sorry, but the broken, desperate Serena he expected is nowhere to be seen. Instead, Serena strides in, eyes still raw, but her presence is sharper than ever. Walking beside her is a guy in Armani, casually carrying a takeout bag of spicy hot pot. Perry freezes. Who is this? Just the delivery guy, Nathan says, dropping the spicy pot on the table. He walks straight at Perry, whose blood runs cold under Nathan's gaze. Perry stammers, asking why she brought an outsider. Nathan just points to the dead screen. You said the server was hacked and all the data was wiped, right? Of course, Perry says, pushing forward. The tech team is working on recovery. Nathan just laughs, turns to the terminal, and his fingers start flying across the keys. He is activating a god-tier hack, breaching the network, and tracing the flow. The garbled screen erupts as green code scrolls by at a blinding, impossible speed. The tech lead is speechless. A reverse trace program? Less than a minute later, Nathan hits enter. The giant screen blazes to life, but it is not the design files. It is a security replay. Perry half an hour ago plugging a USB drive into the main server, then texting someone labeled Boss Zhao at Titan Capital. The message reads, done, data deleted. That stupid woman Serena is finished. Dead silence falls over the entire room. Every designer's eyes cut toward Perry like knives. Perry turns beet red. This is a setup, he screams. Ma'am, you trust a delivery boy over me? Serena stares at the screen, her heart sinking. Security, detain this traitor. Call the police. The guards charge in, but Perry sneers, daring them to lay a hand on him. He laughs hysterically as they drag him away. They caught him. Sure, but the designs are gone. The office sinks into a hopeless, crushing silence. The tech lead asks weakly if Nathan can recover the files. Nathan shakes his head. They were physically destroyed. No recovery is possible. Everyone's heart hits rock bottom. Nathan just shrugs, walks to the head of the table, and pops open his spicy hot pot. Good riddance to that garbage, he says. Taking that to an auction would have been embarrassing. The assistant director snaps, saying that was 3 months of their blood and sweat. Nathan ignores the rage and turns to Serena. Got a stylus? She blinks, then hands over her tablet. What are you doing? Inside his mind, the system store flashes. Ultimate Ad Design Guide, 2035 edition, redeemed. Nathan's eyes flood with colors and compositions from the future. If you think those old designs were masterpieces, Nathan says calmly as he starts to draw, tonight I will teach you what real art looks like. Over the next hour, the design department watches their world shatter and rebuild. The man they dismissed as a delivery boy works like a human printing machine. His hands blur. Concept after mind-blowing concept appears. The lighting, the perspective, the sheer energy of the work. It is breathtaking. This is a perfect fusion of cyberpunk and tradition. The assistant director who was questioning Nathan minutes ago is now crouched beside him, handing him water. Nathan drops the pen. On the screen is a poster titled Rebirth, a mechanical rose blooming in a downpour above ruins. It mirrors Nathan's story and Serena's fight. Tears slide down Serena's face. She turns to Nathan, who is hunched over, eating cold spicy hot pot. Every wall she ever built comes crashing down. Do not get emotional yet, Nathan says, swallowing a meatball. The art is done. Now, we close the net. Tomorrow Titan Capital will pay for everything, with interest. He stands up, looking out over the skyline. Serena, are you brave enough to go all in with me? Serena stands shoulder to shoulder with him, her confusion replaced by resolve. Try me. If we lose, I'll deliver food with you. Nathan laughs. My passenger seat is for bosses only. River City Convention Center. Today is the final bid for the landmark Future City project, the biggest deal of the decade. A neon green sports car roars into the VIP lot, parking across 2 spots. The scissor doors swing up and out steps a young man in a blinding white suit. It is Victor, the crown prince of Titan Capital. Trailing behind him like a lapdog is Perry, sporting 2 massive black eyes and a swollen face. Victor, don't worry. Serena is finished. Perry chirps. I wiped those hard drives myself. Unless God comes down, she is walking in with absolutely nothing. Well done, Victor says. Once the Shen family goes bankrupt, that proud princess will have no choice but to do whatever I say. A modest Audi A6 glides in. It is Serena. Victor lets out a whistle, swaggering over with Perry to block her door. Well, if it isn't gorgeous, Serena. Serena steps out, looking composed. The anxiety from yesterday is gone. Behind her steps Nathan, wearing a dark gray suit, radiating a quiet, effortless elegance. He carries a silver briefcase. Victor, move. Good dogs do not block the way, Serena says, her voice like ice. Victor scoffs. Still talking tough? I heard your team was crying all night. Are you here to withdraw and beg me to buy your company? He lowers his voice. Actually, if you come to my room tonight, I will raise the offer by 10%. Before Serena can react, a hand waves in front of Victor's face like he's a fly. Hey buddy, do something about that breath. You are gagging my boss. Who the hell are you? Victor snaps. Just a driver, Nathan says. Victor laughs, mocking her for bringing a delivery boy to a billion-dollar auction. Nathan activates his golden eye. Target, Victor, condition, overconfident stage 2 kidney deficiency, bid floor document hidden in his pocket, 1 bottle of little blue pills. Bribing judges? Interesting, Nathan says. Victor, were those pills expired? You look a bit pale. And Professor Lee has expensive taste. That pocket change won't feed the wolf. Victor's smile freezes. His pupils contract sharply. How does this kid know about the pills? How does he know about the judge? Before Victor can react, Nathan pulls Serena past him, like he is trash, heading for the elevators. Serena asks what he said, but Nathan just tells her to focus. Victor, right? Those pills you took last night, you look a bit pale. Today might not be your lucky day. Also, Professor Lee has expensive taste. That pocket change you are throwing at him? Not enough. Victor's smile vanishes. His pupils shrink. How does this kid know about the pills? More importantly, how does he know about Professor Lee? Before he can react, I pull Serena by the arm, walking past him like he is trash, and head for the elevators. Nathan, what did you just say? He went completely pale. Nothing much, just read his fortune. Serena, when we get in, just focus on your presentation. Leave the rest to me. The bidding hall is tense. 5 judges sit at the front. Professor Lee sits center stage, the industry authority. Below him, River City's business elite pack the room. Media cameras swarm the back, clustered around Titan Capital. The host finishes. Victor strides up with Perry, his arrogant mask firmly in place despite Nathan's earlier shakeup. He turns to the judges. Titan Capital presents our City Oasis proposal, a sky garden fusing ecology and high-tech. The crowd gasps as the slides hit the screen. That's our work. Serena grips her jacket, knuckles white. Perry had deleted our files, but he handed them to Victor. Aside from the title, it's a pixel-perfect copy of our draft. Shameless. Serena grits her teeth. The dual helix sky bridge is our patented design. That glass curtain wall is exclusive to us. In the audience, Nathan lets out a cold laugh, pulling out his phone. System command. Hack the projection. You want to play the plagiarism game? Let's make this clear. This is our team's 6-month masterpiece. Suddenly, the massive screen flickers and splits. Left side, City Oasis. Right side, our internal design meeting from 3 months ago. The room goes silent, then explodes. Isn't that the Shen Group proposal? Identical. They stole it. A powerhouse like Titan Capital pulling this? Perry looks like he's choking, his voice trailing off into panic. He stares, horror-struck, sweat soaking his shirt. Who switched the feed? Shut it off. Shut it down. What are you doing? I'll kill you. I didn't touch anything. The computer is rogue. It's a virus. Before they scramble to react, a blood-red line of text flashes. Epitaph of the thief. Originality is dead, but only because you're picking through trash. The screen goes black. Nathan calmly pockets his phone. He unwraps a mint Serena gave him. Was that a glitch? Serena stares, her anxiety replaced by pure confusion. Nathan crunches the candy, warming up the crowd. Look at Professor Lee. He's turning green. Sure enough, the judge is squirming. He's already taken Titan's money. With solid proof of theft displayed to hundreds, protecting them would destroy his reputation. Reluctantly, Lee picks up the microphone. Ahem. Titan Capital's proposal has serious concerns. We'll set it aside. Next, the Shen Group. Victor slinks off, hissing at Nathan. Just wait. Once you're outside, you're a dead man. I'm begging for mercy. You'll be the one crying ugly soon enough. Serena takes a breath. Eyes turn toward her, some sympathetic, some skeptical. After that plagiarism circus, everyone wants to see if the Shen group has a comeback. She walks to the podium. No flash drive, no notes. Just her center stage. The spotlight hits her like a queen. Serena's voice remains steady. You just saw their so-called city oasis. It was a rejected draft from our firm. Why rejected? Because it was outdated. The crowd gasps. That stolen proposal was industry top tier. To save time, Nathan, let's begin. Nathan nods, opening a silver briefcase, but he pulls out no documents. He reveals a fist-sized black crystal, a $5 million portable holographic projector from the System Store, 2035 edition. He sets it down. What is that? Judges lean in. A beam of blue light shoots up, expanding to swallow the entire convention hall. The room plunges into darkness. In its place, a massive lifelike virtual city floats in midair. No flat slides, no renderings. It feels like we've been transported into a cyberpunk metropolis. Neon signs flicker overhead. You can spot expressions on virtual pedestrians. In the center, a building like a mechanical lotus rotates slowly. Our proposal, the Rebirth Lotus. What is this tech? Naked Eye 3D? No, it's full holographic projection. Am I watching a blockbuster? This design is insane. Compared to this, City Oasis looks like a backyard shed. The hall erupts. Reporters go mad. Flashes turn the room bright as daylight. Serena stands inside the giant virtual lotus, swiping the interface. The structure deconstructs. It reassembles instantly, revealing a breathtaking commercial flow. We don't define the future, we create it. This isn't a pitch, it's a massacre. Professor Lee, ready to nitpick, has his jaw on the floor. If he says one negative word now, the crowd will tear him apart. I give it a perfect score, a masterpiece that defines an era. Another judge jumps up, clapping. Thunderous applause rolls on. Victor's face turns to ash. He slumps, knowing it's over. No amount of money or influence can save him now. In the face of this, everything else is a joke. We won. Serena's eyes glisten. She looks at Nathan, tossing that expensive crystal. He winks, mouthing, "You crushed it, boss lady." The auction closes. Shen Group wins the Future City project by a landslide. Shen Group stock shoots up, locking at the ceiling. Serena, was that in-house tech? Who is the lead designer? Can you introduce us? Serena scans the crowd for Nathan, but the man behind it all has vanished. In the alleyway, Nathan leans against the wall, smoking. Two men kneel before him, Perry, bruised and swollen, and Victor trembling uncontrollably. A dozen men in black suits stand guard. Leading them is Blade, the former loan shark, now Nathan's head of security. "Boss, I was wrong. I'll never cross you again." All arrogance is gone. Victor stares at the steel pipe in Blade's hand, terrified. "Please, spare me. I'm the only heir. I'll give you anything." Nathan exhales a ring of smoke. "Money? You think I need money?" He smiles, writes a check, and flicks it at Victor's face. 10 million. Consider it compensation for that delivery boy comment. You're paying me, not the other way around. Victor freezes. "I don't need cash, but I hate when people owe me." Blade, teach him how to write an IOU. Use his Macau gambling interest rates. "You got it, sir." Blade grins. Nathan walks away, ignoring the screams. His phone rings. "Nathan, where are you?" "The celebration is starting." "Skip it. I don't like parties." He gazes at the giant Shen Group billboard on a skyscraper. "Serena, don't forget our deal. Keep that passenger seat open." 2 seconds of silence. "Nathan, I don't want you in the passenger seat anymore. I want you to be the driver." "The rest of our lives?" That sounds like a confession. Nathan pauses, but a red alarm blares inside his mind. System alert. Players' excessive use of future tech has triggered a Shadow World S-Class threat. The top-tier Black Mamba Assassin Guild has accepted a contract. Target, Nathan. Bounty, 100 million. Client, the Wu family, Victor's father. 30 minutes until the first strike team arrives. Beat the dog and the master appears. He speaks into his phone. "Cancel the party. Go home. Lock every door and window. Get Blade's men to surround your house. No matter what, stay inside." "Nathan, what's wrong?" "You're scaring me." "It's nothing." Nathan glances at a black helicopter circling overhead. "Just some filth to clean up. I'll show River City's underworld who's really king." In the abandoned industrial zone, the air feels heavy, suffocating. The black helicopter stays silent, circling like a vulture above a nearby building. Nathan stands at the crossing. His cigarette burns down to the filter. He flicks the butt away. "Come out. You call yourselves the world's best assassins? You still hide in the shadows like rats." Silence. Then a whisper like death itself. If he were normal, that armor-piercing round would have ended him. But Nathan isn't normal. Through his golden eye, he sees the bullet tearing through the air at triple the speed of sound, trailing heat. To him, it moves like a snail. Nathan barely shifts, a movement almost too slight to see. The bullet grazes his hair and smashes into concrete. It leaves a crater the size of a bowl. Is that all? Nathan glares, locking eyes with a sniper 15 feet away on a billboard. Black Mamba? Nothing special. 15 feet away, Viper peers through his scope. The target is still standing there, casually flipping them off. Cold sweat breaks out on Viper. "Reporting, Captain. Target evaded. He actually dodged an M200 round at point-blank range. How is that possible?" "Shut up. Bravo and Charlie teams, move in. Close-range kill. No breathing room." "Copy." 12 dark figures burst from the shadows. They wear full exoskeleton armor, carrying silenced submachine guns and high-frequency blades. They move like a pack of wolves closing in on Nathan. Nathan stands calm in the center of the kill zone. No fear, just bloodthirsty excitement. "System, I need to spend. S-Class combat environment. Store recommendations, absolute defense shield, 50 million, lasts 10 minutes. Terminator T-800 trial card, 1 hour, 100 million. Bajiquan Grandmaster Permanent, 200 million. Telekinesis, 500 million. I'll take the Bajiquan, 200 million deducted. Master muscle memory uploading. A wave of raw heat floods Nathan. His bones pop, muscles tightening until every fiber is primed to crush a mountain. The two lead assassins rush him, high-frequency blades glinting. One left, one right, aiming for his throat and heart. A cold voice whispers. Too slow. Bajiquan Iron Slam? Nathan doesn't even punch, he just shunts his shoulder into the assassin on the left. A sickening crunch follows. The armored man flies backward, like he was hit by a train, crashing through a brick wall. The rest freeze in pure terror. Open fire! Do not let him get close, the captain screams. Bullets pour toward Nathan like a rainstorm, but he moves with eerie grace. With Bajiquan fueling his footwork, he weaves through the hail of lead like lightning. His golden eye pushes to the absolute limit. Every bullet's trajectory appears as a clear line. The ones he can't dodge, he simply grabs. Nathan snatches a round out of the air. He is a monster. It is my turn now. Nathan drops the bullet and lunges. The next 3 minutes are a brutal one-sided massacre. Nathan moves like the Reaper. Bodies drop wherever he goes. The raw power of Bajiquan is unleashed. Heart-crushing elbows, triple strikes, cannon blasts. Every move is simple, direct, and devastating. Exoskeleton armor crumbles like paper. An assassin reaches for a rocket launcher, but Nathan kicks his arm off. The launcher drops and explodes, blasting the killer into the sky. When the last assassin falls, the block goes dead silent. Nathan stands in the center of the hellscape. His suit is spotless, not a drop of blood on him. His eyes still burn with golden fire. He looks up at the building. One big fish left. Viper's hands shake. He spent 20 years killing warlords and blowing up oil fields. But he has never seen a man wipe out an elite squad barehanded in 3 minutes. Retreat. Intel was wrong. This is a suicide mission. Viper scrambles for the zipline. The moment he turns, a voice calls out. You came all this way, why not stay for some tea? Nathan rips his Desert Eagle out and fires. Viper feels a chill on his wrist, then searing pain. His hand, still gripping the gun, drops. The cut is smooth as glass. Nathan stands there, toying with a rusty piece of scrap metal he picked off the ground. A single flick of the wrist. Viper screams, clutching his severed arm, and falls to his knees in despair. Do not kill me. I lead Black Mamba. If you kill me, they will hunt you forever. Nathan looks down like he's watching an insect. Threatening me? I hate being threatened. Nathan opens his phone to the dark web. The all-seeing eye interface pops up. Black Mamba headquarters, an island in the Pacific. Total assets, 30 billion liter. Codename Venom King, an illegitimate European noble. How do you know this? System redeem Hand of God hacking. Hack headquarters, freeze all funds and issue a new bounty. 3 seconds later, Viper's communicator buzzes wildly. It is not just him. Over 3,000 Black Mamba assassins receive a red alert. Target the entire Wu family. Priority targets Victor and his father. Client God. Bounty 1 billion. Whoever takes Warren's head becomes the new leader. The current leader, Venom King, has been bought out for 50 billion. The guild is renamed Divine Wrath. Viper mutters, his world shattering. He never imagined someone could buy an entire assassin organization. Don't believe me? Check your account. A welcome gift. I just sent every living assassin $1 million. Viper's phone buzzes. Deposit notification. 1 million. Viper's gaze shifts entirely. Fear vanishes, replaced by a terrifying fanatical devotion. He slams his forehead onto the floor, shaking the room with the force of it. I was blind. I would walk through fire for you, boss. That old dog Warren? I'll go end him right now. Your hand is gone. You're useless. I don't keep dead weight. Viper's face drains of color. But Nathan, this is a special tonic. Take it and your hand will grow back. Your strength will triple. It is a regenerative pill, 50 million in the system store. But the pill is poisoned. You will need an antidote every 3 months. If you ever betray me, I will take it. Viper snatches the pill without a second thought and swallows it whole. Then, the impossible. New flesh starts crawling across Viper's severed wrist, visibly stopping the bleeding, scabbing over and regenerating. A miracle. This is a miracle. Viper weeps. Nathan turns and walks toward the edge of the building. Clean up the bodies. I don't want to see a single news story about a shootout tomorrow. Also, tell everyone in the Wu family I am going to take my time with them. Don't finish them off all at once. Cut their funding first, then cut their connections. In the end, I want them on their knees at the front door of the Shen Group headquarters, begging to live but not allowed to die. Yes, sir. After tonight, the Wu family will be permanently erased from the underworld. Nathan leaps off the building, dropping 30 stories. Mid-air, he activates his newly reclaimed anti-gravity glider, soaring through the dark like a giant black bat, vanishing into the night. Half an hour later at Serena's private mansion, every light is on. Serena is curled up on the couch, hugging a pillow. The TV is on, but she isn't watching. Beside her, Candy has fallen asleep, tear track still on her cheeks. Nathan, please be safe. Serena presses her hands together in silent prayer. Just then, the front door chimes with a fingerprint unlock. Welcome home. Serena springs off the couch, not even stopping for shoes, and runs barefoot to the door. It swings open. Sorry, I'm late. Passed by the night market and found a great crawfish place. Picked some up. 13 spice flavor. Nathan? Serena loses all composure. She throws herself into Nathan's arms, wrapping herself around his waist, tears instantly soaking his shirt. Where did you go? Do you have any idea how worried I was? I heard the helicopters. I thought, silly. Didn't I tell you? Just some filth that needed cleaning. He looks up at the sky through the window. The storm clouds have cleared, revealing a bright full moon. From now on, the night in River City answers to me. No one will ever hurt you again. Nathan, who are you, really? Nathan leans down and kisses the tears from the corner of her eyes. I am your ultra-rich man and your knight at the same time. On the other side of River City in the Wu family mansion, Warren, chairman of the Wu Corporation, is sitting in his study, anxiously waiting for good news. Why has there been no reply? What is that useless viper doing? Warren crushes his cigar into the ashtray. Suddenly, the study door bursts open. The butler stumbles in, face white, with terror. Master, something terrible has happened. What are you panicking about? Is the sky falling? Warren, the butler hands over a tablet with trembling hands. The sky really has fallen. Look, the dark web is covered with bounties on our family. Our stock just crashed. Every share dropped 90% in pre-market trading, and a dozen major shareholders just called at the same time to pull out. Warren grabs the tablet. One look, and the room starts spinning. He coughs up a mouthful of blood. On the dark web's front page hangs his own enlarged photo. Below it, a line of blood-red text. Global hunt, target the entire Wu clan, bounty $1 billion. Who did this? Warren screams like a dying animal. Just then the study phone rings. An unknown number. Warren answers with shaking hands. From the other end comes a voice, disguised by a modulator yet still dripping with bone-chilling cold. Good evening, Chairman. I hear you hired Black Mamba to kill me. Too bad Black Mamba answers to me now. Enjoy your last night. When the sun rises tomorrow, it will be the end of the Wu family. The line goes dead. The phone slips from Warren's hand. He collapses into his chair, eyes hollow. Outside the window, the brilliant lights that once belonged to the Wu Empire now look like lanterns lighting the road to hell. River City mornings are usually busy and orderly, but today, the air across the entire city crackles with a suffocating madness. It all traces back to the mysterious organization called Divine Wrath. Last night's dark web bounty. $1 billion. Enough money to buy half a small country, and it has set the entire global underworld on fire. Wu Corporation headquarters. This glass skyscraper, once a symbol of River City's ultimate power, is now completely surrounded. But the crowd at the gates isn't reporters or workers demanding wages. It is clusters of hard-eyed strangers with suspicious bulges under their jackets. Top floor, chairman's office. Warren looks like he has aged 10 years overnight. He slumps in his $1 million rosewood chair, hair a mess, eyes bloodshot, clutching a satellite phone. Hello, Mayor? It's me, Warren. I'm not asking for Please, just send someone to protect me. Bad signal? Hello? Hello? Warren hurls the satellite phone at the floor-to-ceiling window. Bang. The bulletproof glass cracks with a white mark, reflecting the swarm of ant-like figures gathered below. Just then, the heavy mahogany office door is kicked open from outside. The person who walks in isn't a killer but his secretary, except right now this woman who used to obey his every command is stone cold, carrying a cardboard box. Chairman, here is your resignation letter. The secretary throws a piece of paper in Warren's face. I already printed it for you. Oh, and the entire finance department has quit. You dare rebel? I am the chairman. I am not dead yet. Chairman, stop dreaming. Wu Corporation stock is worth less than toilet paper now. The banks have frozen every asset. You owe 3 months of utility bills on this building alone. You are a walking liability. Who is going to recognize you as chairman? The secretary walks out without looking back, grabbing the solid gold pen holder off the desk on her way out. Get back here. Put my pen holder down. Warren screams and tries to chase after her, but 2 massive bodyguards block the door. These are the men he had hired at top dollar. One of them chews his gum. Save your energy, Chairman. The only reason we are still here is because someone paid us more. Our job is to watch you and make sure you don't hurt yourself. Who is it? The bodyguards say nothing. They simply step aside respectfully, clearing a path. From the end of the hallway, it comes the sound of unhurried footsteps. Leather shoes on marble, each step ringing out crisp and clear, every click landing right on the hearts of father and son. A young man in a tailored navy blue suit, arm in arm with a stunningly elegant woman, and strolls in like he owns the place. Behind him follows a small army of suited professionals, each one carrying a briefcase. They look like a full-scale acquisition team. Morning, Chairman. Nathan walks into the office, scanning the over-the-top luxury, and his eyes land on Warren's pale face. So this is the richest man in River City's office. The taste is a bit tacky. Nathan casually picks up a golden toad ornament from the desk, weighs it with a look of disgust, and tosses it into the trash. Warren glares at the man in front of him, hatred practically spilling from his eyes. Nathan, it was you. You posted the bounty, you demon. What do you want? Even killers draw a line. What you are doing is illegal. Nathan pulls up a chair for Serena and leans lazily against the edge of the desk. When you sent assassins to kill me last night, did you think about the law? Rules for me but not for thee? Nathan snaps his fingers. One of the attorneys steps forward, opens his briefcase, and pulls out a thick stack of documents, spreading them out in front of Warren. Chairman, allow me to introduce myself. I am Nathan's lead attorney. This is a complete asset transfer agreement for Wu Corporation. Based on our calculations, Wu Corporation currently carries $23 billion in debt due to force majeure. The current valuation stands at -$5 billion. By all rights, this company should be in bankruptcy liquidation. However, my client Nathan, out of the goodness of his heart, is willing to acquire it. Acquire? How much are you offering? As long as you cancel the bounty, I will give you the whole company. All of it. Nathan smiles and holds up one finger. 100 billion. Nathan shakes his head. 10 billion. Warren grits his teeth. Nathan shakes his head again. 100 million. Warren's heart sinks to rock bottom. Nathan drops a smile. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a coin. It is a rusty 1-cent coin that went out of circulation years ago. Clink. The coin spins on the desk, scraping out a sharp. The sound ripples as it hits Warren. 1 cent for 3 generations of the Wu legacy. Every building, property, car, and share gone. Even the suit on his back. Warren spits blood, slamming his desk. This is insane. I'd sooner burn it all. Give it to beggars. Nathan's gaze turns icy. Go ahead. Try it. But remember, 3,000 bounty hunters are waiting downstairs. If I drop the capture order, how long until they storm in? Warren stiffens. Dad, just sign it. I don't want to die. Victor collapses, clawing at his father's legs in a snot-filled mess. Seeing his son's pathetic state, the final spark in Warren's eyes dies. He grabs the pen, hand shaking. You are ruthless, Nathan. As the ink hits the paper, Warren feels his soul vanish. A lifetime of power sold for a penny to a delivery boy he once viewed as a bug. Enjoy your gift, Serena. Nathan takes the signed contract and slides it straight to her. Serena grips the heavy document. This was the titan that nearly crushed her family. Just like that, it sits in her hand. Nathan, this is too much. She feels like she's hallucinating. Relax, we are family now. Besides, I am too lazy to manage this junk. From now on, you are the boss. Actually, let's call it Shen Group Subsidiary 1. Nathan pats Warren's shoulder like he is comforting a stray dog. Wipe that look off your face. To celebrate, I'm taking you both for a life lesson. A lesson? Warren feels his stomach drop. Shopping. Nathan snaps his fingers. System activate. Ultra-rich humiliation shopping mode enabled. Mission issued. Take the former king of wealth shopping. Buy everything they wanted, but never dared touch, and make them carry the bags. 1 hour later, at the city's premier luxury dealership, the showroom displays the world's finest machines. Victor used to dream of showing off here, though he only eyed the entry-level models. As for the Bugatti voice of the night, that $120 million beast in the center, he never even dared touch it. Today, he returns as a bag carrier. Victor, in a shredded shirt and dripping sweat, trails behind. Warren shuffles along, head bowed like a broken servant. Victor, this look familiar? Nathan smirks. I heard you begged your father for half a year to buy this one. He still said no. Victor swallows hard, his eyes burning with envy. Yes, you like it? Then take a good look. Nathan taps the hood. Because from now on, you will only ever drive it in your dreams. Nathan turns to the manager. Charge it. No test drive. Just hand me the keys. Yes, sir. The manager's hands shake with excitement. Nathan grabs the keys, then under Victor's horrified gaze, casually tosses them to Blade behind him. Blade, this car is yours. Take it to the grocery store. Stop driving that beat-up van. It is embarrassing. The entire showroom freezes. A $120 million Bugatti as a grocery getter? Blade catches the keys, tears streaming down his face as he hits his knees. Boss, you are my everything. My life belongs to you. Victor's gut churns. His dream car tossed to a street thug like spare change. Hold on, we are not done. Nathan keeps walking. That Rolls Royce? Sold. That Ferrari? Too flashy, paint it black. And those Aston Martins? One for each of our cleaning ladies. Makes their commute easier. In 30 minutes, Nathan sweeps through the entire inventory. Total spend, $800 million. Warren and Victor trail behind, arms overflowing with car covers, perfume, and bags, exhausted like 2 dying dogs. Every time Nathan swipes his card, their hearts seize. Nathan, please. No more buying. We were wrong. Just end this. Warren collapses, sobbing. Nathan turns. End this? When you kicked me out and left me delivering food in a thunderstorm, did you think about an end? Nathan's eyes are cold. I told you. I would make you beg to live. Blade, take these 2 to the police station. Tell the chief to put them in a luxury cell and find them some friendly company. I hear Victor has such smooth skin. He will be very popular. Understood. Don't worry, Victor. I know how things go in there. Blade grins and drags them out like dead weight. No, Nathan, you can't do this. We are practically family. I was wrong. Victor's desperate screams echo before fading away. With the Wu family finished, Nathan exhales. What is wrong? Not happy? Serena walks up. No, just a little bored. Nathan gazes at the busy street. The Wu family fell too fast. No challenge at all. Serena laughs. If anyone heard you, they would panic. The city has changed. Nathan takes her hand. Come on, I want to show you something. Where? Your new office. The top floor of the Wu building. Incredible view. Just as they prepare to leave, Nathan's phone rings. An encrypted, untraceable number. He frowns and answers. An aged, powerful voice fills the line. Young man, you have been causing quite a stir in River City. Nathan's eyes narrow. Who are you? Who I am is irrelevant. You touch the Wu family. Warren might be a worthless mutt, but he is still my dog. You should check the leash before kicking him. Beat the dog and the owner shows up. So you want to post a bounty too? Nathan doesn't sound scared. He sounds excited. Finally, a real opponent. I don't play such crude games. The old man mocks him. Young man, you have money and skill, but against real power, money is just numbers and muscle is just brute force. I am the steward of the Liu family in the capital. My young master is interested in your possession. The system, your ability to conjure wealth from thin air. Nathan's pupils contract. They know. A word of advice, the steward continues. In 3 days, the Liu family arrives in River City to claim what is left of the Wu Empire. I suggest you play smart and hand over what you have. Otherwise, you will learn what real despair tastes like. The line goes dead. Nathan stands silent. The Liu family of the capital. The nation's true apex dynasty, a force that controls the economic heart of the country. Compared to them, the Wu family really was nothing but a dog. And worse, they know about the system. Nathan, what is wrong? Serena asks with concern. The gravity in Nathan's eyes vanishes, replaced by a fierce, battle-hungry fire. Nothing. Just an old man with an ego. Nathan slips his phone away and looks north. Serena, it looks like our vacation is over. The next round will be intense. System, Nathan calls out. Detected. Player is facing a precursor to a world-class crisis. System upgrade triggered. Rise of the ultra-rich. Mission. Before the Liu family arrives, elevate all assets, power, and connections to sovereign tier. Current rewards future tech arms factory blueprint. Death soldier summons. 100 loyal gene soldiers. Unlimited cash flow mode for 24 hours. Every purchase returns double. When he hears the third reward, Nathan lets out a wild, unhinged laugh. Unlimited cash flow? Double rebates? The Liu family? You want to play economic warfare? I will blow a crater through your precious capital with cash. Nathan grabs Serena's hand, striding toward the Bugatti. Let's go. Time to spend. Tonight I am going to double this city's GDP. The Caesar's Palace cruise ship, tonight's venue for the Century Charity Gala. A charity event, but this isn't just a gala. It's a high-stakes power struggle between global capital and local elites. Rothschild and the Liu family are hosting. The sheer scale of tonight is unprecedented. The guest list is elite. Wall Street titans, European royals, and heirs to the nation's most powerful dynasties. Nathan's black Hongqi L9 rolls to a stop at the curb. The red carpet erupts as cameras flash. Nathan steps out, arm in arm with Serena, who looks breathtaking. She is wearing the starlight gown Nathan designed himself, crafted from system-sourced materials. The hem shimmers like a living galaxy with every step. She instantly eclipses every Hollywood star and socialite in the hall. People whisper, so that is Nathan. I heard he built a 6th-generation engine. Is that even possible? He's taking on the Rothschilds and the Luce tonight. This feast has to be a trap. Nathan ignores them all. I lead Serena into the ballroom. The hall is drenched in gold, but all eyes are on a massive display platform draped in red, guarded by armed foreign mercenaries. A cold voice cuts through the air. A man in a silk jacket approaches, clicking iron balls in his palm. Behind him, Landon wears a mask of hate, joined by Henry. I just humiliated this man. He is the Liu family's second-in-command, Landon's uncle, the smiling tiger. Nathan, I have heard so much about you, Lucius purrs with a thin bow. I am Lucius. I hear my nephew enjoyed your hospitality in River City. I cut him off flatly. Hospitality is a strong word. I just fixed his car and taught him some manners. Landon lunges, but Lucius holds him back. A sharp tongue is useful, boy, but words won't save you here. Lucius points to the stage. Henry arranged this auction just for you. I hope your wallet is as heavy as your ego. They share a smug laugh and head toward the VIPs. What are they plotting? Serena feels a chill. Whatever it is, my blood turns to ice. They won't take a single cent home tonight. The gala begins. Long, droning speeches give way to the main event, the auction. Jewelry, art, pricey, but I don't bid. I am waiting for the centerpiece. Henry finally takes the stage, eyes burning with revenge, locked directly onto me. Tonight's final lot is a national treasure, lost abroad for a century. He yanks the cloth away. The room gasps at the sight of a mud-stained bronze dragon head, one of the 12 zodiac fountainheads, the rarest of them all. Until now, its location was a mystery. My family claimed it as a war trophy a century ago, Henry boasts. Henry leans into the words war trophy. It is a calculated insult to every citizen in the room, a raw open wound. Starting bid is $1 billion. I raise my bid by 100 million. Henry smirks at me from the stage. Nathan, I hear you are quite the patriot. Prove it. If you don't buy it, it goes to a museum. Tomorrow, it gets labeled as a testament to our conquest. The crowd stirs, outraged, feeling the slap in the face. All eyes are on me. It is a trap. Buy it, and I become a bottomless wallet for Western capital. Refuse, and the treasure is shamed forever. Lucius sneers. Why so quiet, Nathan? Where's that big talk now? Where is that patriotic spirit? Don't tell me you're a coward. I slowly rise. I smooth my suit, my gaze steady as I lock eyes with Henry. 1 billion. I raise my paddle. I bid 100 billion. Silence hits the room like a physical blow. 100 billion? Henry freezes, stunned. He planned to squeeze a few dozen billion out of me. Not 10 times that. Nathan, you've lost it, Serena whispers, tugging my sleeve. It's a trap. If you pay, they win. Relax. I pat her hand. Whether they actually get the money is up to me. Henry snaps back to reality, his heart racing. 100 billion would save their entire empire. They would clear a massive profit. 100 billion going once, twice sold. Henry slams the gavel. Nathan, transfer the funds immediately. Instant settlement through the SWIFT network. He set the trap perfectly. The moment the funds hit the network, Henry would use his access to siphon the money and freeze the transaction under anti-money laundering laws. A perfect robbery. I pull out my black card and hand it to the attendant. The interface appears on the big screen. The room holds its breath. The screen flickers, then bleeds red. Warning, transaction failed. Error 404. Or your bank has been acquired. Henry blinks, lost. Acquired? This is Atlantic Union Bank, my family's institution. I stand, hands in my pockets, and offer a brilliant smile. Sorry, Henry. 1 minute ago, this $100 billion transaction completed a hostile takeover of Atlantic Union Bank on the secondary market. I gesture to the card reader. I am just moving money from my left pocket to my right, and you, as the former shareholder, you are under investigation for massive fraud. I snap my fingers. The ballroom doors explode open. Interpol agents storm in. The lead officer holds up a red notice. Henry Rothschild, you are under arrest. What? No, this is impossible. Henry watches the officers swarm him, his composure shattering. I am a Rothschild. I have immunity. Lucius, help me. He turns to Lucius, but the man is stone-faced, frozen in his chair. He doesn't move a muscle because he can feel the red laser dots dancing right between his eyes. Shadow Legion snipers. Take him away. I wave my hand. Henry is dragged out like trash. The dragon head sits unclaimed on the stage. I walk up and lift the heavy bronze relic with one hand. War trophy? I look out at the stunned capitalists, my voice rolling like thunder. The tables have turned. Every piece of our history I will reclaim. I'll buy it or I'll take it by force. The crowd erupts. Applause shakes the room. Businessmen are openly weeping. A century of shame is being washed away. Serena gazes at me, her eyes filled with pride. This is her man, taking on the world and winning. Just then, a system alert rings in my mind. Achievement unlocked. Crush the old capital. System upgrade initiated. Upgrade complete. Ultra-rich system 3.0. Sovereign mode activated. New features. The plane store is no longer tethered to Earth technology. Cosmic civilization tech is available. Antimatter, gene locks, spatial folding. Sovereign domain. I now have absolute authority over the laws of physics within 100 meters. Gravity control time freezes everything. The final mission is live. Global purge of the old order. My eyes blaze. Energy radiates from me, rippling the air. Plain sovereign mode. Lucius suddenly snot in fear but with a twisted grin. Nathan, bravo. Truly bravo. He claps slowly, approaching me. So the rumors are real. You have that power. We plan to use you as a cash cow, but you have grown too dangerous. Lucius pulls out a black remote. Know what this is? This entire cruise ship is rigged with 3 tons of liquid explosives. One press and it all turns to ash. Nathan, hand over the system, or let every elite here, including the woman you love, die with you. The cheers die instantly as Serena turns pale. You're insane, Lucius. There are hundreds of innocent people here. He throws his head back, laughing. Greatness requires sacrifice. As long as I seize the ultra-rich system, a few hundred lives mean nothing. Even 10,000 would be worth it. Nathan, get on your knees and strip the system out, or I press it. Lucius hovers his finger over the red button. Nathan stares at him like a clown putting on a show. Time freeze, Nathan whispers. Sovereign domain activated. 1 second. The world drains to gray. Spit freezes in midair. Terrified faces lock in place. Even the ocean waves hang suspended in the air. Lucius' finger is caught mid-press, completely frozen in that instant. Nathan strolls over to Lucius as casually as if walking through a garden. He plucks the remote away, flips his wrist, and slaps Lucius hard across the face. Time snaps back. Lucius blinks. The remote is gone. Then, half his face erupts in searing pain. He spins like a top, teeth and blood spraying the deck. Lucius clutches his face, staring in horror. Nathan stands nearby, casually tossing the remote. Are you human or a ghost? How did you do that? What happened? Nathan crushes the device in his fist. Fragments rain onto the floor. I told you, I am God within this domain. Nathan walks up to the man who thought I was untouchable. It is time for the Liu family's final bow. This ship will not sink tonight, but the Liu family ship is already at the bottom of the ocean. The gala continues, but the next act is a trial for colluding with foreign powers and attempted murder. Planting bombs in a public venue. Evidence confirmed. Dragon 1, throw him overboard. Yes, sir. Nathan, you wouldn't dare. I am part of the Liu family, my brother is. A massive splash swallows Lucius whole, silencing his threats. The water is freezing and bottomless, just like Nathan's eyes. He looks north. The Liu family's last card is played. Next stop, the capital, to collect the biggest debt of all. Serena grips his hand tightly. Her palms tremble, but her eyes remain steel. I'm going with you. Nathan squeezes her hand, looking at the dragon head that symbolizes sovereignty. Good. We aren't just taking back justice, we are taking a new era. Late autumn in the capital is bleak, biting, and cold. At the foot of the western hills sits the Liu family estate. This compound has witnessed the rise and fall of dynasties, standing firm through countless power struggles, a colossus that never fell. But today, an unprecedented wave of fear hangs over it. The sky is choked with dark, suffocating clouds. Inside the Hall of Loyalty, the tension is thick enough to cut with a blade. The patriarch, old Magnus, the man whose footsteps once made the capital tremble, sits in his oak chair. The walnut balls he spun for half a lifetime are crushed to dust in his grip. Kneeling before him is Landon, who just fled back home. On both sides sit 7 or 8 men with restrained auras. Their temples bulge with power. These are the Liu family's deep reserve, the 18 masters. Each one is a grand master of ancient martial arts. Grandfather Uncle Lucius was thrown into the river to feed the fish. Landon shakes uncontrollably. Magnus swings his cane down. Worthless fool. Boosting the enemy's morale while crushing our own, Magnus rises. Even past 80, his killing intent forged through mountains of corpses makes the blood run cold. Sorcery? There is no such thing as sorcery. It is just some unknown, advanced technology. He scans the room, his eyes sharp as a hawk. The Liu family has stood in this capital for 100 years. We weathered every storm. Even the invasion of 8 nations a century ago couldn't break us. What makes this upstart think he can command me? Magnus slams his cane, cracking the floor tiles. Activate the Skynet defense grid. The laser array we bought for $20 billion. It can intercept cruise missiles. Masters, hear me. Hold the inner courtyard. If that man takes one step through our gates, kill him on sight. A flash of mad resolve crosses Magnus's eyes. Release the thing from the forbidden zone. If he wants to use inhuman methods, I will show him a real monster. At the mention of the thing, every Grandmaster shifts. Their eyes fill with deep unease, even fear. Just then, a deep rumble rolls across the sky, but it sounds nothing like thunder. It is a massive engine compressing the atmosphere, creating a sonic boom. Everyone in the estate instinctively rushes outside and looks up. The next second, every single pupil contracts. The thick storm clouds are ripped open as if by a giant hand. A jet-black vessel shaped like a drawn sword hovers silently above the compound. It blots out the sun, casting a massive shadow over every soul below. No propellers, no engines. It just hangs there, motionless, defying every known law of physics. This is the Skyfall, the interstellar shuttle redeemed from the system store. Budget edition? Sure, but for intimidating primitives on Earth, it is more than enough. What is that? Landon collapses, a puddle forming beneath him. He is Nathan's weapon. He is an alien. He really is an alien. Magnus's hands shake too, but he forces out one last breath and screams into the radio. Air defense team, open fire. Shoot it down. The rocks around the compound crack open, revealing 4 laser turrets and 6 surface-to-air missile launchers. Fire erupts skyward. 6 heat-seeking missiles streak up, trailing fire and screaming toward the black warship. 4 high-energy laser beams follow, slicing the air like death itself, aimed at the ship's belly. This is the Liu family's last stand, enough firepower to destroy a division. And yet, in the face of this apocalypse, the black ship doesn't even raise its shields. A faint blue glow appears at the bow. System command. Activate physics override. Kinetic nullification. Something impossible happens. The 6 missiles, screaming at 3 times the speed of sound, lose all momentum 100 meters out. Like fireworks running out of fuel, they hang for a split second, then plummet straight down. They crash into the courtyard, the gardens, and the koi pond. The explosions swallow the Liu family's entire defense system. As for the lasers, they hit the ship's hull, but the turrets instantly melt into pools of molten iron from their own reflected beams. In a single exchange, the Liu family's $20 billion defense line destroys itself. The smoke clears. The compound is in ruins, with rubble and groaning bodyguards everywhere. Magnus stands at the hall entrance, face caked in dust, eyes blank. His precious Skynet is gone. Then the ship's belly slowly opens. 2 figures leap from 1,000 meters up. No parachute, no glider, just pure free fall. They are insane. That is suicide, one master screams. But 10 meters from the ground, the 2 figures defy inertia, decelerate, and land softly on the earth without raising a speck of dust. Nathan and Serena. Nathan wears a black overcoat, the same suit from River City. Serena is in a sharp, white tactical suit, carrying the case that holds the dragon head. The two stand together in the center of the ruins like gods descending to the mortal world. Magnus, nice to finally meet you. Nathan looks up at the steps. The old man seems to have aged a decade in an instant. Nathan's lips curl into a faint smile. Not a bad entrance, huh? Magnus points, choking on blood. Nathan, this is the capital. You dare use heavy weapons on a private residence? This is treason. Attack! Nathan shrugs. Oops. Clearly your Liu family hoarded illegal weapons, mishandled them, and blew yourselves up. I'm just a concerned citizen helping out. Nathan snaps his fingers. Dragon 1, send the footage to the security bureau. Yes, sir. Dragon 1's voice rings out. Every event has been recorded by the ship's holographic cameras. Indeed, the Liu family fired first, and their own missiles blew up their base. Nathan didn't lift a finger. Magnus is shaking with pure rage. I have barely scratched the surface of what the Liu family has done. Nathan turns cold and steps forward. Kill him, Magnus screams. The 8 Grandmasters watch, trading uneasy looks. Nathan is terrifying, sure, but their pride rejects the idea that a mere mortal is unkillable. Boy, don't get cocky. A hulking elder roars, shattering the ground before rocketing toward Nathan like a cannonball. 2 iron-black palms trail a gust of death as he slams down. A strike meant to split a skull. Nathan doesn't even glance up. System ability, gravity amplification 100 times. Kneel, Nathan whispers. The Grandmaster is suddenly crushed by an invisible mountain midair. No resistance, no chance. His body slams into the earth with sickening force. Not a kneel, but a crash. His kneecaps shatter, the ground caves into a crater, and he is flattened like concrete. Dead silence. The remaining 7 freeze. The Master screeched to a halt, staring in horror. His word is law. What kind of power is this? Is he a god? Anyone else? Nathan asks, scanning the group. I don't mind turning this place into a morgue. The 7 Masters exchange looks, then step back and bolt. You've got to be kidding. That is not human. Honor is nice, but I choose life. Useless, all of you. Magnus watches his protectors scatter and nearly has a stroke. Nathan reaches the Hall of Loyalty. He waves Serena forward. Give it to him. Serena steps up, sets the case down, and opens it. A majestic bronze dragon head lies inside, judging this dynasty. Magnus, Nathan says, his voice cold as ice. This tool was meant to help you humiliate our people with foreigners. I brought it back. I'm leaving it here. Not as a gift, but a lesson. Nathan climbs a step, staring Magnus down. Dragons deserve honor, not a price tag. Your family doesn't deserve this house. Magnus looks at the dragon head, then at Nathan. His fear twists into madness. Fine, Magnus shrieks, laughing. Nathan, you think you won? You think technology is everything? You know nothing of the truth. Magnus rips a black bone whistle from his jacket, carved with eerie symbols, and blows it hard. A piercing, inhuman shriek tears through. The ground beneath the estate begins to shake. A nauseating stench of rot pours from the forbidden zone. A monstrous roar shakes the heavens as the wall collapses. A creature over 10 feet tall, covered in black scales with blood-red eyes, charges out like a tank. Wherever it passes, plants wither and stone corrodes. Serena gasps. A bioweapon. Take a good look, Nathan. Magnus cackles. This is the Order's ultimate weapon. A tyrant fused from ancient biological genes and a mutant virus. It's painless. Its body is laced with deadly venom. The tyrant lunges, its claws aimed straight at Nathan's face. Faced with this bioweapon, Nathan's expression finally shifts. It is disgust. This is your trump card? Nathan shakes his head. Too ugly. The instant those claws approach his nose, Nathan's right hand shoots up. No blinding flash. A blade simply appears. It isn't a lightsaber. It is a high-frequency particle blade, basically a sharp kitchen knife. A soft hum. Nathan traces a graceful arc. Time seems to freeze. The tyrant's massive body sails over Nathan's head and crashes to the ground behind him. No explosion. Just a hair-thin red line across the creature's waist. A second later, the invincible weapon's upper half slides off. The cut is smooth as glass. The internal organs are cauterized by extreme heat. Not a drop of blood, an instant kill. Magnus's mad laughter chokes off. His mouth hangs open. He stares at the two twitching halves, his reality shattering. That was a billion-dollar monster built by the Order. A creature that could survive a rocket hit. Sliced like tofu. Nathan retracts the blade, dusting his hands as if he finished a chore, and walks toward the collapsed Magnus. He kicks away the dragon-headed cane. Got anything else? Nathan leans down, peering into the patriarch's terrified eyes. If not, it is time to settle the score. Years ago, you joined the Wu family to destroy my father. You drove him to death and stole our empire. And just now, you tried to kill me. Magnus trembles. I will pay. Every penny the Liu family has is yours. Hundreds of billions. Just spare my life. Money? Nathan laughs. Old man, you forget. Money is the one thing I never run out of. Nathan stands tall, looking to the sky. The skyfall projects a massive screen. It displays detailed evidence. The family selling secrets, stolen assets, and recordings of assassinations. Even footage of Magnus ordering those missiles fired just minutes ago. Every screen and device in the capital is hijacked, broadcasting the truth live. The entire nation shakes. No, stop. Magnus stares at the screen, utterly broken. This will destroy the Liu name forever. Branded for eternity, worse than death. Destroy the body but annihilate the name, Nathan says casually. I am going to make you watch your legacy crumble under the weight of the people's contempt. Just then, the wail of sirens echoes in the distance. Not the family's guards, but special forces and a military tribunal. Magnus, you are under arrest for treason and crimes against humanity. Cold handcuffs click around his wrists. This titan who ruled for half a century bows his head as he is loaded into the armored transport. He turns for one last look. Nathan is sitting in the patriarch's chair, the throne of power, with Serena in his arms, raising a toast. The posture of a victor. The Liu family has fallen completely. With every core member arrested, the entire power structure of the capital is reshuffled overnight. Nathan becomes the one name nobody dares to speak. Late at night, at the cliff's edge behind the estate, Nathan overlooks the glittering capital below. Serena drapes a coat over his shoulders. Your revenge is complete. Aren't you happy? Nathan shakes his head, taking her hand. The family is down, but this isn't over. That tyrant was the Order's work. Nathan pulls out the bone whistle. This isn't from Earth. It's carved from a higher dimensional organism. It contains an energy signature the system can't analyze. It just warned me. Earth's coordinates may have been exposed. Serena gasps. Exposed to whom? Nathan looks at the sea of stars. Real predators. Right then, the system erupts with a frantic alarm. Warning. Plane barrier breach detected. Abyss energy intrusion confirmed. Coordinates. Center of the Pacific. Objective. Seize the sovereign core. Golden data streams go haywire in Nathan's eyes. He crushes the whistle. No time to rest. Serena, tell Dragon 1 and the Shadow Legion. Full mobilization. Power up the Skyfall's weapons array. We go to the Pacific. Some guests have traveled a long way, and I should give them a proper welcome. The center of the Pacific, Point Nemo, the spacecraft graveyard. Today the so-called Sea of Death is boiling like hellfire. 60,000 feet up, the Skyfall hovers in optical stealth. Inside, Nathan sits ready. He stares at the holographic display, watching the ocean. Beside him, Serena adjusts her nano-combat suit. Even after seeing Nathan's miracles, the data on-screen makes her blood run cold. What is that? Is that a whole city? Serena points to the heat signatures. 3,000 meters beneath Point Nemo, a massive glowing pyramid looms. The structure scale dwarfs River City. Submarines and mechanical horrors swarm around it like ants. This is the Order's true lair. The Atlantis Fortress. They buried themselves deep. Nathan eyes the pyramid, his gaze sharp. System analysis shows an energy core sparking high-dimensional resonance. They are summoning something. Summoning what? The tyrant was just a guard dog. This time, they are calling the master. Suddenly, Dragon 1's voice crackles over the Neuralink. Boss, they spotted us. Surface defenses are going hot. Before he finishes, the ocean erupts. 12 massive pillars of steel, each 30 feet wide, blast upward. They pierce the sky, weaving blinding beams of high-energy light into a lethal net. They have locked onto the skyfall hidden in the clouds. Warning, high-energy strike detected, nuclear class. The order is finally showing their hand. Nathan grins fiercely. If they want a space war, I will give them one. I will show them what a strike from another dimension truly looks like. System redeem, orbital cannon, eye of God. Trial funds deducted, celestial weapon engaged. Nathan gestures downward toward the sea. God said, let there be light. 20,000 miles away, a massive kinetic weapon disguised as a satellite shifts its aim. A 20-foot-long rod of high-density tungsten launches from an electromagnetic rail at 20 times the speed of sound, hurtling straight for Earth. The atmosphere rips apart, superheating the rod into a falling sun. Seconds later, the 12 pillars and 10 kilometers of ocean are vaporized by a pillar of annihilation from the stars. A delayed shockwave shatters eardrums for hundreds of miles. A 300-foot tsunami erupts, tearing outward in every direction. The fortress's shield flickers like a dying candle in a hurricane. Inside, the core council chamber is massive, adorned with carvings of forgotten, ancient gods. 12 figures in crimson robes and golden masks sit around a table. They are the Order's supreme authority, the 12 Lords of Truth. These puppet masters, who usually dictate global wars and plagues, watch the ceiling crumble. They are gripped by a terror they have never known. The Rod of God? That weapon is theoretical. How does Nathan have it? Is he an observer from a higher civilization? We must accelerate the ritual, the Grand Elder rasps. Beneath his mask, half his face is rotting, tentacles squirming across the skin. Only by summoning the Abyss Lord can we survive, even if it costs the planet. We must preserve our immortality. Begin the sacrifice. All 12 elders slash their wrists at once, bleeding into a black vortex. The portal begins to spin. A wave of sickening evil energy erupts, punching through the fortress walls and shooting toward the surface. Nathan wrinkles his nose. Disgusting. Something evil is waking up. It doesn't belong to this earth. It carries an infinite, devouring hunger. Serena, stay on the ship. Activate all shields. Nathan turns to her. The next fight might get ugly. You are going down there? Serena grabs his arm. It is too dangerous. 10,000 feet underwater. Nathan kisses her forehead. Relax. I have deep-sea armor. He walks to the hatch and leaps. System, activate Poseidon armor. Mid-fall, streams of blue nanometal envelop Nathan, transforming him. He becomes a sleek, deep blue warrior. A trident materializes in his grip. Ion thrusters ignite, and he plunges into the boiling sea like a torpedo. As he hits the water, the ocean parts as if bowing to a king. Nathan accelerates, closing in on the massive pyramid. Tens of thousands of bioweapons swarm toward him. Mechanized megalodons and humanoid octopuses. Trash. Nathan swings the trident. Sovereign domain. Absolute zero. The ocean freezes solid for 1,000 meters in every direction. Creatures are locked in place, unable to even snap their jaws. Frozen into statues, they don't stop him. Nathan smashes through the ice, slamming into the fortress shield like a meteor. The tip of his trident erupts. Blinding golden antimatter annihilation energy. The indestructible shield pops like a soap bubble. Nathan's momentum carries him through the wall and into the council chamber. The dust settles. Nathan walks from the rubble, trident ready. The 12 elders, thrown to the ground by the shockwave, are covered in debris. Please continue. Nathan stamps down on the Grand Elder's golden mask, shattering it to reveal a grotesque, inhuman face. Why did you stop? Forget the words? The elder stares in terror. Black tentacles burst from his body. Nathan strikes casually, driving the trident through him and pinning him to the floor. Golden energy surges. The tentacles shriek and turn to ash. Don't rush to die. Nathan eyes the others. Tell me, what is the abyss, and why did you open the door? It is too late. One elder laughs hysterically, pointing at the black vortex. The gate is open. The Lord has cast his gaze upon this place. You are already dead. Before he finishes, the vortex expands, swallowing the table and erupting into a pillar of black light that punches through the ceiling toward the sky. A soul-deep tremor shakes the earth. Nathan looks up. Inside the pillar, a colossal hand covered in scales and eyes pushes through. The hand is beyond scale. A single finger stretches over 300 feet. An enormous skull follows. A face beyond description, dripping with green acid. System warning. Visuals flooded with red. Level 3 civilization detected. Nathan takes a deep breath. Now things are getting interesting. The creature has not fully emerged, but it already fills the cavern. Its countless eyes lock onto Nathan, emitting a sound that vibrates directly against his brainwaves. System, holder found. The voice feels like a billion insects crawling through his mind, enough to shatter any sanity. Looking for me? Nathan raises an eyebrow. You want to collect my debts? Surrender or annihilation. The creature roars. Its titanic hand reaches for Nathan. This grab has the power to lock space itself. There is no dodging it. Nathan feels the space around him solidify. His body cannot move. So this is level 3 power? It manipulates fundamental laws. Nathan, watch out. Serena's scream fills the communicator. Do not panic. Nathan closes his eyes, taking a breath. System, I want to buy a cheat code. Go ahead, player. I want to buy ownership of this entire planet. The system is silent for a second, seemingly stunned. Response. Purchasing full ownership of the Earth plane requires 1 quadrillion ultra-rich points. Player's current balance buying Earth? Who said anything about that? Nathan's eyes flash, the gold swirling into a chaotic gray. No, I want to buy plot armor, for this exact second. Player intent acknowledged. Special item unlocked, Child of the Plane. Duration, 10 seconds. Cost, liquidation of every single remaining asset. Confirm? Assets wiped to zero. Hundreds of billions. Trillion. Nathan doesn't blink. Do it. Money is just paper if I'm dead, or this planet is dust. The game is over. Transaction complete. Balance 0. Child of the Plane activated. For 10 seconds, you are the father of this universe. Absolute power floods Nathan. The frozen space around him shatters like glass. Nathan moves. He doesn't dodge the colossal hand. He charges straight into it. His trident vanishes, replaced by something strange. An ordinary frying pan. Right. The system's own bonus lucky artifact. Take this! Nathan roars, slamming the pan onto the Abyss Lord's finger. A sharp metallic clang rings out. The impossible happens. The Abyss Lord, a creature capable of destroying planets, a level 3 civilization, just had its finger broken by a frying pan. The monster roars in confusion and agony. It doesn't understand. This makes no sense. Not done yet. Nathan flickers, appearing instantly before the creature's massive eye. This one is for every civilization you hunted. A giant eye explodes, spraying green fluid. This one is because you're ugly and you scared my Serena. Another eye bursts. For making me broke. Nathan is a glitched highlight reel on fast forward. The pan blurs into countless afterimages, delivering thousands of strikes to that massive face. Each hit triggers a guaranteed critical, stun, and armor break. The Abyss Lord is dazed. For the first time in ages, it feels something new: fear. This human is wrong. This power breaks the rules. This is a causality strike. Go back where you came from. Nathan leaps, putting everything into one final swing. He smashes the pan onto the monster's forehead. Get out! The Abyss Lord's colossal body is hammered backward into the black vortex by that single, heavy blow. I will return, the monster howls, but its body tumbles helplessly into the abyss. Before the vortex seals, Nathan pulls out a dimensional collapse foil. Redeemed from the store, a small paper sheet with a goofy face drawn on it. A parting gift for the ride home. Nathan flicks it into the vortex. Goodbye. The vortex contracts violently. Space flattens under the foil's effect. The gateway to the abyss turns into a painting, a flat oil canvas floating in the void. The monster's terrified face is frozen inside. Everything goes still. Child of the Plane mode ended. God Slayer achievement unlocked. Balance 0. Nathan floats in the empty seafloor ruins. He pats his pockets. Not a single cent left. He can't even afford a cab back to River City. Impulse is the real devil. Nathan sighs. Just then, a submersible glides toward him. Serena, piloting the Skyfall's escape pod, comes to pick him up. The hatch opens. Serena swims out without hesitation and throws her arms around him. We won. We actually won. Nathan gives a bitter smile. Serena, I have bad news. What? I am bankrupt. Completely broke. A pauper. Serena blinks, then bursts out laughing. She cups his face underwater and kisses him. That's okay. You protected me. Now it's my turn. Have you forgotten I'm the chairman of the Wu Corporation, Shen Group, and Atlantic Union Bank? Nathan laughs. Looks like I'm living off my wife for good. They rise to the surface. The Pacific is calm again, but Nathan knows this is only temporary. The Abyss Lord's parting words and the system's hints suggest something much bigger is coming. What is this system really? Why are higher beings fighting over it? Detected. Phase 2 complete. Ultimate mission activated. Origin of the system. Proceed to the Valley of Death in the Kunlun Mountains. You will find the remains of the previous player. Nathan stares at the panel, eyes narrowing. The previous player's remains? So this isn't just a simple 0-2 hero story. It's a plan spanning 10,000 years. Serena, let's go home and get ready. It is time to uncover the truth. The Valley of Death. Kunlun Mountains, known as the Gates of Hell. Lightning storms and magnetic distortion have claimed countless explorers here for centuries. Their bones are never recovered. But today, the thunder is different. A bolt of purple lightning tears the sky apart, striking the snow. The skyfall ignores the lightning, descending like a steel fortress into the valley. The hatch opens. Freezing wind howls. Nathan steps out, holding Serena's hand. Gone is his battle armor. He wears only a simple black windbreaker. But his eyes are colder than ice. Is this the end? Serena looks at the scattered animal bones and shivers. It is the end, Nathan says. And the beginning. He checks the system radar. The origin seed dot glows red-hot directly beneath their feet. Let's dig. Yes, sir. The Shadow Legion deploys massive laser drilling rigs. They begin cutting into the enormous black rock formation. As the rock melts, an astonishing secret emerges. It isn't rock. It is an ancient, majestic bronze starship, buried for millennia. The design is archaic yet grand, engraved with intricate thundercloud patterns. The bow is shaped like a dragon head. Despite the ages, it radiates a suffocating imperial aura. This style is from the Qin dynasty. Could the legends be real? Nathan pulls Serena through the opening. Welcome to the First Emperor's command vessel. The interior isn't dark. The moment Nathan steps in, eternal lamps flicker to life. In the center stands a throne forged of black gold. Upon it sits a skeleton draped in a black dragon robe. Even as bones, he holds his sword, his gaze fixed on the heavens. The aura of supremacy, the ambition that conquered all, still makes you want to kneel. Before the skeleton floats a crystal emitting a soft white glow, the origin seed. System, is this your previous player? Nathan asks softly. Yes, the system replies, its voice carrying a trace of human sorrow. Previous player, Ying Zheng, codename Dragon Prime. System version 1.0 Civilization War. Cause of death. To repel the first Abyss invasion, he exhausted every system point, overdrew his life force, and activated the 9 provinces barrier. also known as the Great Wall Orbital Defense Grid. He died from total depletion. Nathan stands in solemn respect. The Great Wall was never built just for invaders. It was built to defend against hunters from above. The origin seed vibrates. A holographic image projects from the skeleton, a commanding middle-aged man. Those eyes seem to pierce through time. A powerful voice echoes, "By the time you see this, I am long gone. I united 6 kingdoms, standardized the law, and built the roads. I thought I could bring eternal peace, but there were heavens beyond ours. Those greedy predators, the Abyss, coveted Earth's coordinates. I poured all national power into building the 12 Titans and the Great Wall Railgun Array. I drove them back, but I knew they would return. I left the origin seed. It holds my unfinished work, my legacy. If you hold this world close, take my place. Guard this land for me." The image fades. Nathan stands silent for a long time. He steps forward and grips the origin seed. His eyes burn. "The war you could not finish, I will win. The fortune you could not spend, I will use for us." The seed dissolves into his palm. A flood of memories hits his mind. Yingjung's knowledge, ancient blueprints, the entire defense grid of planet Earth. Fusion complete. Ultra-rich system active. Earth administrative mode engaged. Congratulations, player. You have inherited the first Emperor's legacy. Your balance is beyond numbers. The Empire's fortune, 5,000 years of destiny. As Nathan merges with the seed, the world outside erupts into pure chaos. The sky over Kunlun collapses. Not small cracks this time. The sky turns blood red as black warships pour through rifts like a swarm of locusts. The Abyss fleet has found us. They have locked onto Earth's coordinates. Invasion confirmed. Warning. Planet-killing strike detected. 100,000 vessels incoming. 10 minutes until destruction. Serena stares at her alarm, face gone white. "Nathan, can we hold them off? 100,000 starships?" Nathan slowly opens his eyes. His pupils have turned gold. The authority of the administrator. He glances at his personal account, then at the Golden Legacy account. A golden dragon emblem shimmers. Nathan smiles. A look of absolute confidence. "Why wait? The ancestors left me this inheritance to go all out." He takes her hand. They walk out of the ship to the highest peak in the valley. Facing the darkening alien armada, he raises his hand and snaps his fingers. "System, buy back this chapter of history. Awaken the 12 Titans. Awaken the Railgun Array. Awaken the million-strong Ghost Legion. Payment? 5,000 years of national fortune. Payment confirmed. Awakening now." Near the tomb of the first emperor, the earth begins to shake violently. The burial mound explodes. These are not clay statues. The shells crack, falling away to reveal gleaming nanometal bodies underneath. Eyes glowing red. Bronze swords flash into plasma blades. An earth-shattering cry echoes as a million machine warriors launch skyward. West of Shanyang, 12 colossal figures rise. Each one over half a mile tall, radiating energy like a nuclear reactor. Wielding massive axes, they rise like ancient war gods. But the Great Wall is the real stunner. Stretching for thousands of miles, it blazes with golden light. The bricks crumble, revealing a hidden railgun array. What is this? The Abyss commander stares at the planet, roaring to life below him. His hands freeze in terror. "Who gave you permission to look down on my domain?" Nathan's voice thunders through the seed, detonating inside the mind of every alien. With a sweep of his hand, the Great Wall shifts. It forms a golden dragon. Antimatter beams surge upward, vaporizing the first wave instantly. The 12 Titans leap into the clouds, their weapons cleaving through mile-long motherships. 1 million Ghost Legion riders swarm the enemy, a slaughter that spans the ages. Earth's most furious roar against the predators. Nathan stands on Kunlun, watching the spectacle. "Is it beautiful, Serena?" She is stunned, tears blurring her vision. "Beautiful?" It is the most he has not done yet. Nathan looks at the massive Abyss mothership. "Let me go all the way." Nathan makes his final purchase. "I want to buy Earth Ascension. Push this planet to level 4. Payment confirmed. Consuming all fortune. Loading planetary engine. Loading quantum shield. Loading causality weapon." Earth Ascension begins. A beam of light illuminates the galaxy. In that instant, the Abyss fleet dissolves like snow in the sun. Not even ash remains. Wiped clean by causality. The planet does not grow, but its energy level transcends. This blue planet is now a forbidden zone. 3 months later, the Abyss has retreated. Civilization restarts, but under Nathan, everything is futuristic. The rooftop sky garden has become a crystal palace floating among the clouds. Our wedding venue. Serena is wearing the eternal love gown, crafted by Nathan from the Abyss mothership core and deep-sea pearls. It is priceless. She is breathtaking. Walking down the aisle with her father, she approaches the man at the end, Nathan. He is the guardian of the planet, but he still grins like a boy. Eyes only for his bride. Candy waddles behind, flower girl, dress swirling, smile so wide her eyes vanish. "Nathan," Elder Chan is glowing. "Do you take Serena to be your wife? For richer or poorer?" The guests laugh. They know his account is 0, but he owns the world. "I do," Nathan says, meaning every word. "And Serena, do you?" "I do." Before the elder can even finish, she jumps in. The hall bursts into laughter. They hold each other tight as petals fall and cheers erupt. They share a deep kiss. A familiar chime rings in Nathan's mind. "Congratulations, player. Mission's complete." The system is fulfilling its final duty, searching for the next player, a farewell gift for you. Golden eye and enhanced abilities. Goodbye. May you find happiness in this world you built. Nathan freezes. The system that led him from delivery boy to king is really leaving. A quiet sadness washes over him, but it fades. He feels Serena's warmth, hears Candy's laughter, and sees the joy on every face. He does not need the system. He has the most precious treasure of all. Nathan, what is wrong? Serena asks softly. Nathan snaps back, looking at her, and smiles. Nothing. My secret stash just got confiscated, that is all. Serena laughs, leaning to his ear. Her breath is warm. That is okay. Tonight, I am all yours. I put the 100 billion the company earned on this card. The pin is your birthday. She slips it into his hand. Nathan looks at her, blushing. This is amazing. Let us go on a honeymoon. Where? Nathan looks at the starlit sky. I hear the sunsets on Mars are incredible. Since we bought Earth, let us go develop Mars while we are at it. Yes, you big spender. The sun is warm, the breeze gentle. Nathan and Serena walk toward their future alone. The legend of the greatest ultra-rich player will live on forever beneath these stars.